everybody. So I wanted to hop on for a little bit. I'm going to make a video, might be a little longer than I typically do because I wanted to showcase some of my meal prepping that I'm going to focus on in this group. So first thing I'm going to be doing is making a large batch of things with my Rapid Prep Mandoline. So I'm going to show you how easy this is to use for anybody that has it. This opens up. This is the plunger that twists upward, and then this will unlock the blade. Okay, once you have all that set up, you can adjust the settings. The first one that has like the whole potato looking is to slice items. And then the setting over to the other side that has just 3 lines is to French fry cut. So make it like a French fry cut. And then this side over here underneath the whole potato, actually go all the way around, is your julienne cut. So you can see there's a lot more lines there. So for what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be dicing up some carrots and slicing some peppers at the moment. So I am going to go ahead and start with, and I want my carrots to be pretty thinly sliced. So I'm going to go with the julienne slice, and I'll have to send them through a second time in order to get them nice and diced. So I'm going to showcase now how this goes together and chop up some carrots. All right, so I've already got the Rapid Prep Mandoline open. This is the dish that you maneuver in. Actually, I think I'm doing it backwards. Yeah, it goes this way. So this little triangular part goes with this one. Okay, so one attachment I have not yet put on is the clear collar sleeve that the food goes into. So I've already got my carrots peeled and sliced using the utility knife. I'm going to put them in and just start here. And as I'm getting a little bit shorter with them, I'm going to use this protector so that I don't chop my fingers off. And sometimes carrots are a little bit rougher, so they have a little bit harder to go through. But like I said, I'm gonna have to send these back through because it has basically fry cut them right now. I have them on the fry cut setting. So I'm gonna put them back through and just go one more time to dice them. Okay, sending them back through. Just it depends. All right, they are now well finely diced. Okay, so I've got the carrots out of the Rapid Prep Mandoline and put in my prep and store storage system. And that's so neat how it has a divider so you can add multiple things in. And then if you notice, I have switched my cutting board. I totally had forgotten and meant to use the new prep board. So as you can see, I think you can see back here, there are these adjustable racks that come out that these exact same prep things, this is the exact same thing, this just has a divider in it, can attach into, so you can, as you're prepping, cutting, put them straight into the thing. All right, so I've already got one pepper cleaned out. I've got another one to clean out with the scoop loop. If you guys don't have the scoop loop, you need it, especially with fall coming up, because it is the best thing at cleaning out pumpkins, so that you don't actually have to get in there and get your hands into them, and it just scoops out stuff so well. So we got out, actually no, I'm gonna use one of these little trash bin. I'm gonna use this one as the trash bin. I'm just gonna scoop out a little bit of this pepper, knock any of the seeds into my little trash bin one. All right, and then I've got my Rapid Prep Mandoline set this time on French fry cut. The other one was on like more of the julienne. I think I want these to be a little bit thicker, but we'll see. And I might have to cut this pepper. Let's start with the smaller one because that one might need to get cut down a little bit. Let's see. Let's use this. So as you start slicing, you can kind of look at them and see if you like the thickness of it, and I do. So I'm gonna keep it going, and I'm gonna actually pop in the other pepper. I'm gonna cut it in half. I've got my utility knife right here, make things a little easier. Cut it in half, and I'm actually gonna stick this one in at the same time. Let's see if I can do all that at the same time. I think so. Oops, I think I'm putting this in the wrong way. There we go. All right, so I've got all my peppers sliced up. Actually kind of diced a little bit of them, but that's okay. And then this can go straight into here if I want to. So straight from my Rapid Prep into the little dish. And then this is as easy as just rinsing it under the water. I don't know if you noticed, I didn't really have any carrots left over in my Rapid Prep Mandoline because I literally just rinsed it to switch it out to peppers if you don't want things to be cross-contaminated. And actually I have one more pepper to do, so I think it's good that I'm using up the whole for this one. Also, just another side note, if you would want to put this in the bottom, I'm going to be using these peppers pretty soon, but if you would want to put this in the bottom of the peppers so that your, especially if it was a juicier vegetable or fruit, that way. And the last thing I need to chop up in my mandoline right now is, oh, there's a little leftover pepper, my celery. I got 2 stalks. Went ahead and trimmed the ends since I had the utility knife sitting right here, and I'm actually going to put this on slice because I just want them into like pretty thin little slices. So I'm gonna try this and see what size this is coming out as. Let's see, we're looking at, I think I'm gonna go a little bit thinner, and you can actually, if you need exact measurements, it tells you exactly which setting to put it on for which measurements. So the smaller the number. Much better. The Rapid Prep Mandoline, and like I said, I'm just kind of showcasing that any of the scraps you can just make a little scrap place for. I'm going to clean this off a little bit, just knock it in my little scrap one, and then I'm going to move on to chopping an onion. Fresh onions are so good and add a ton of flavor to your meal, but if I cut much more than what I'm cutting right now, I'm going to end up crying. Make a little slit. Oh, I can already feel my eyes. This is a nice thick one too. So I'm going to peel it, and then I'm going to end up, I'm going to cut it in half pieces, just a few pieces, because I'm going to end up putting it in the Rapid Prep Mandoline to really chop it up. Not the Rapid Prep Mandoline, the manual food processor, to really chop it up well, so that my eyes will hopefully not get affected much. Oh, what am I doing? I got my little scrap thingy. I keep forgetting about that. I'm not used to having a little scrap. Anybody use a little trash bowl or anything like that when they're cooking? I think it's super helpful. All right, so let's see if I can just chop this up a little bit and get it in there. All right, so I got my manual food processor. I think that's pretty good. Find the lid. And we're gonna chop up some onions. Also, people also really like using the, I'll clean this one up a little bit, the food chopper for chopping onions, which works great as well. But I like the manual food processor, especially when I have a bunch that need chopped. Just have to give it a little shake. And I like my onions, honestly. Hey, I'll let you see me for a little bit here. Instead of having my onions more chopped, I like them more minced. Lots of flavor, but like my kids won't be like, why is that not eating? So we are just about done. Can you see how well that's already done? And that was like almost a whole onion, guys. And I'll be able to use this for 4 meals that I'm making. Actually, no, I think this one's 3 meals. I think one of them doesn't call for an onion. I can't fully remember. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my onions in another one of the containers. I've got my peppers. And then I'm gonna add the onions. I've got carrots, I've got celery. I bet you guys are starting to get intrigued as to what kind of recipes I'm gonna be making with all this. By the way, I'm doing all the prep work now, and we'll be able to make 4 meals once I'm done with this prep work, which then the meal should go super fast. Okay, so the onions were pretty much the last step in my prep work. I am just scooping out the last bit of them. By the way, our scrapers work great for this. My eyes are starting to already get a little bit teary, so I'm just gonna take this away from me and scoop out the onions into, you know what, I don't even think I care about every last drop because that's about all I can handle of the onions. I definitely could have done more onions or could have used the divider in this one if I wanted to prep some more things. I'm gonna put lids on all of these. By the way, they vent to depending on what you're putting in it. You could have it fully open, halfway open. You can see the little holes there, depending on what is in it. Maybe just you want it slightly vented, not vented at all. And then, so let me move my system over here. This will end up going in the refrigerator for the, well, I was hoping to do this Sunday, but I was a little under the weather. So it's got these little ice packs in them that actually, when you just keep them in the refrigerator, will keep it extra cold, keep it nice and fresh. Or if you would want to make this like a taco bar or whatever, it would keep it cool on the counter for a couple hours. And if you want to keep it cool for even longer than that, those are actually ice packs that can go in the freezer. So this does not take up that much room. You would think it does, but honestly, now that I have most of my vegetables out of my crisper drawer, it is not going to take up any more room than it already has. Don't forget about these nifty little things that have my little trash thing in it. The Prep and Store system, by the way, is 60% off for hosts in August. It will still be on sale and available to everyone in September. But if you were really wanting this system, get with me. I can probably get you in on the last week of August with a party. So I'm sure you guys are interested to see what recipes I'm making out of these. The first recipe I'm making, and it has the carrots, is stuffed shells. Yes, with carrots. So hidden veggies. Shh, don't tell my kids. I am also going to be making a turkey skillet that has the carrots and the celery. I'm going to be doing chicken fajitas with the peppers and the onions. The onions also will go in the other meals. And you know what? I think I'm going to need more onions actually. So I might end up getting another onion and chopping that up in there with it. But we'll see. So those are, I said 2 of the meals. No, 3 of the meals so far. The stuffed shells, the turkey skillet, the stuffed pepper skillet. So it's like an unstuffed pepper skillet. And then the 4th meal, why can I not remember it? Let me look over here. Stuffed pepper. Grilled chicken fajitas. Oh yeah, I didn't say the stuffed pepper skillet yet. So the fajitas and the pepper skillet is all going to be used with this. So 4 meals, and I just completely prepped all the veggies. It did not take that long. Who wants the recipe to all these meals and the grocery list and the ingredients list and everything you could possibly need to set you off on this back to school with some healthy, easy to make meals? Drop it in the comments if you're interested, and I will message you my recipes, ingredients, and grocery list. Have a good night.